software together or talking about um, AI, tech, careers. Um, Everything is um, fair. Let's see, we've got quite a few people. Let me know where you're all joining from. We've got Zawad, Paulina, Sheikh, Pallavi, and LAMJ. Ooh, what a name. LAMJ. Where are you guys joining from? Question: do you know where NextWork is located? Which country? Bonus points if you know which city. Um, oh, Sheikh is joining from India. Very cool. Which part of India, Sheikh? Let's see. Sheikh is typing. So we've got India. I'm looking for guesses. Which any guesses on where NextWork is located? I'll give you a clue. Do you know where this is from? This image? That's where NextWork is located. If you can figure out which city this is, you would have gotten it. Sheikh is joining from Maharashtra. Ooh, is it Mumbai or Pune? Those are the only two cities I know. And what do you do? Exciting. So we have Deneb. Hello, hello. Oh, Aurangabad. That's so cool. What do you do, Sheikh? I'm very excited. I'll give you another clue as to where NextWork is located. It is a Monday morning here. Not Sunday night, not Sunday morning, but Monday morning. Hmm. Oh, Deneb, way to go. New Zealand. That was easy, wasn't it? Any clue, any guesses on the city? All right. Also, I'm just gonna give you an invitation to speak. I know you're all in different parts of the world and may not be in a position to speak, but the invitation is open. So join me if you can. Um, Deneb, are you joining from New Zealand or are you guessing that we're from New Zealand? I just assumed. Oops. Yeah. Does anybody have any project errors? Deneb is correct. NextWork is based in New Zealand. Good job, Deneb. Oh, you know what? I think this might work. Oh no, it's because of the background. You can't see the fireworks. Can you see the fireworks now? Yeah, we're based in Wellington, New Zealand. And we are, in case you don't know, we have a lot of tech projects that you can do. It's a step-by-step guide to learn cloud, to learn AI. And at the end of the project, you get a documentation which you can share on LinkedIn, on social media, on your resume. Yeah, any of that. Oh, let's see. Who just joined me on the stage? Is it Sheikh? Hi, Sheikh. How are you? Sheikh,
I
can
am
you hear me?
fine, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. Oh my goodness, so good to hear your voice. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Wow. So you're joining from Maharashtra and you're a BTech final. Computer science?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. CSE.
Cool. How did you find out about NextWork?
I was just scrolling the Instagram and I got the message.
Nice. That's awesome. And have you done a project?
Not yet.
Okay. Sheikh, it must be really late for you, isn't it? Either really late or really early.
Late actually.
So what time is it there?
3:35
Is that a normal day, normal night?
for me. Yes.
Wow. What does your day look like? When does it start?
10 about 10 in the morning. I get up in 9:30 and go to college at 10 and come back 5:35 evening. And then
Okay. And then you're up until 3, 4 a.m.
yes,
Okay.
maybe
And
5 also.
when do you study? In the evening,
This
probably.
time only. Yes.
Nice. Very cool. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank
Have you done a NextWork project yet?
you. Not yet. I'm trying to do.
What are you hoping
I'm
to
actually
learn?
interested. AI ML I'm interested in.
You will love this project. Okay, let me tell
Oh,
you a little bit about the AI projects that we have. Oh, and hi, Deneb. I see that you're on the stage. I'll get to you in a bit, but so good to
Yep.
have you here.
Sure, sure.
Ah. So we have a lot of projects in AI. Let me see if I can find it. Um, so this is a pretty easy one. Prompt engineering for ChatGPT. These are pretty new. They're basically projects that help you learn how to talk to AI agents to build things. So you could build things, you could troubleshoot bugs, you could um, build new things from scratch. But just knowing how to start with AI is great. We've got AI workflows like N8N, and then we have AI on cloud, like RAG chatbot and Lex chatbot. If you're interested in cloud and AI, these are good options too. I'll put the link to all the projects here, especially if you're interested in AI. Fun fact, today I'm doing a build lab. So that's where, we do a project together and if we run into errors, I'm here to help you solve them. I mean, and you'll be doing with others. So we can learn from each other. And with AI, there's always some give and take. So happy that you're here. Hi. Glad to have you here, Sheikh.
thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Deneb, where are you joining from?
Hey Maya, good morning. Chennai, India.
Oh, you are also at like 3 a.m.
Yes.
My goodness, we have some late night owls here. I also see that we
Right.
have Nur, Zorko, and Daf. So I'm just going to invite them to speak. Daf has a really cool project that I'm very keen to hear about. Maybe she can share it today. But she's working on her master's thesis, and it's a hydroponics project. I see that she's typing. Maybe she's not in a position to speak. But ah, getting ready for school at the moment, she says. But yeah, so you're joining Deneb, you're joining from Chennai. And what do you do?
Right. Currently, I'm working as a support engineer. So I'm also having some hands-on in cloud. So I want to learn something about the DevOps stuff. So recently, I got to know about NextWork through YouTube.
Yeah,
I could see a lot of projects there. So
awesome.
yeah.
You should check out these projects. I would not say that they're easy. This one is easy because it's introduction. But as you
Okay.
keep going, you build
Hmm.
an entire CI/CD pipeline on AWS,
Right. Right.
and I mean, you might already know that it can get tricky, it can get
Hmm.
frustrating, especially AWS and
Right.
deployment. So
Okay.
it's a real good taste of the real life and building a whole CI/CD pipeline.
Okay.
So I'll put the
Okay.
projects out here,
Right.
and yeah, take a look at them, see if something interests you,
Sure.
excites you. Are there any specific services you're looking for in DevOps?
Like, I just want to know the real time things. Like, because whenever when I check any want to learn anything about DevOps in YouTube, like I could see the very generic one, not the real time scenarios, or they're not covering the exact resources. Like,
Right.
or everything is like, split up, like something they do only for Terraform, or they are doing only with Jenkins. But I want to see the
Okay.
bundle, like the from end to end.
Right.
So I want to learn something like that way.
Just so you know, there is a chat that thread going on in the community, and I've put it in the chat in our chat here. It's called
Okay.
collaboration. But I think like 6 to 8, maybe even 10 folks are working all around the world to deploy a product, pull it from Git,
Okay.
share the code, and work together. I think
Okay.
that it's open to anyone, so you can just put a message in there if that's something that you are interested in. So it's more like real time, real life kind of a
Okay.
simulation.
Is it a chat called celebration something?
It's
The
in
project
collab. It's called
request.
collaboration, and it's in Ask Anything. Ask
Okay.
Anything is the
Yeah.
channel. The thread
Okay.
is the post is called collaboration. So there's a lot of like folks who have responded to that. Actually, let me see if I can open it from
Yeah, I could see
here.
it. Collaboration. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me
Yep.
see if I can
I've,
put it up here. Do you see my screen? No.
uh,
Okay. You can only see my
yes.
that's okay. Check the chat, and I think it's like an open invitation to anybody who wants to learn real time.
Okay.
Yeah. Good to have you here, Deneb. If you
Oh, thank you.
start on a project and you run into any errors, just put a post and ask anything. You'll see a lot of
Okay.
DevOps questions on there too.
Thank you, Maya. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. So sweet of you to join at 3 a.m. Really appreciate that.
Yep. Thank you.
And we have Nerf Zorko. Let me see if I remember the name. My gosh. This Discord nicknames are a little confusing for me, honestly. I will be extremely apologetic. I will tell you that Nerf Circle is an entrepreneur. He's a single, um, one man show. He's trying really cool company with a messaging platform between AI and humans. Am I right?
Yes, that's correct.
Now
So,
you
my name is Tejas. Yep, please go ahead.
say that again.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Not very audible. Can you break it down for me?
Can you
Spell
hear
it for
me?
me?
Can you hear me? 1 second. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, my name is Dheeraj. I'll just introduce myself. My name is Dheeraj, and I'll probably change my name because I started using Discord when I was in college when we used to like play LAN games. So this name is from that time. So I'll probably change it.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
so, uh, as I said, we are a messaging company. It's mainly a productivity streamlining tool, which basically helps small teams, even bigger teams, achieve a lot of work in a very streamlined
Mm-hmm.
manner. And it's spread around messaging, but the main aim is to make sure bigger teams also have like bigger teams can actually compete with smaller teams because smaller teams usually are agile, they can pivot, right? So there's usually when a team grows, there's a lot of communication friction. So with Circle Snake, that's the company that I'm building. We the aim is to reduce a lot of this noise, reduce a lot of communication friction, and only broadcast signals that people can use to actually achieve a lot of work.
And
And
I remember you.
um,
Yeah, go. Yeah.
and I'm gonna work a little bit to work on my pitch as well, because I've not talked about it quite a lot. It's just mostly I've been just building around it.
That's really, really cool. I'm so happy that you're here in this community. We're a startup ourselves, and I think it's a tough journey. And I think if you really believe in the product and you've got a good team, I think you can accomplish great things. So I'm wishing you all the best, and I would love to be a part of that journey. You know, like bring NextWork along with you. Let's see how we can support you, how we can help you learn and build the skills you need to be extremely successful.
Yeah, I like these sessions quite a lot because this is right when I'm working. So this is right on 3:47 a.m. In the morning or in the night, whatever you say. And I can just see, okay, the Discord is there. So it's I like coming here and talking to everybody and sharing what
Oh,
I've been doing.
yeah. Dheeraj, I think you might also enjoy some of the videos here. Um, our CEO has been doing like ask the CEO questions, and it's like one a day. And we have like really, really cool insights on running a company and even as an entrepreneur, what it's like to um, run a team and, you know, talk to investors and um, think about users and the market and all these things. So you might find it useful. I'll put the link to our YouTube channel here and let me know if there's anything that particularly calls out to you.
I'll definitely check it out. As I started building, I realized that talking to people and managing people is quite different than building infrastructure and building products, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
because products and infrastructure don't have feelings, but people do. So you have to collaborate with, like, you have to be gentle, you have to be empathetic. You can't just, send a command and expect it to work. It's not an infrastructure. So that is
Yeah,
something I know that I learn, like as I grow into this journey.
yeah. You had mentioned that you were applying for Y Combinator, and have you sent in your application and then you're now working on the pitch, or is it both together?
So I sent my application like 2 hours or 3 hours before it was due. So I think 11th of November IST, 11th of November 8 p.m. 8 a.m. or something. It was due. So I sent it around 4 to 5, and
Okay.
it will take a month or so. So the process, if everybody doesn't know how the process looks like, so you pitch in,
Mm-hmm.
you basically send a video of who you are, what you're building. You fill out some of the details that they've asked. It's like a simple basic form. Might take a little bit, but I would say like save a day or two to fill it out because it
Yep.
could be exhaustive. And then they will take a month to
Mm-hmm.
decide if they want to interview you or not. So if you applied, the last day is, let's say, 11th November. So you'll hear back by 11th of December, and then you will have a small interview, usually last between 10 to 15 minutes. And then if they let you in, you will go to YC office, which is in San Francisco, and it will be a 3 month program. It's like a school. So there they will teach you everything that they know about building a business. So in our process, I'm yet to hear back from them. I will hear back by 11th of December, 10th or 11th of December, and
Yep.
whatever the results we get after that, that will decide what the next steps will be.
Okay. All the best. Keep us posted. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm interested to actually go to YC instead of anyone else because even from the beginning I was not really looking for funds per se, but I think a lot of lessons they teach and the quality of the VC capital that you get access to, it's not just money, but actually the quality that is sort of incomparable to anybody else. So yeah, and we are about to open for beta testing, so I would maybe like come in and say hi guys, can you join?
For sure. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Feel free to do that.
Yeah, I think that's about it. That's about it.
Cool.
Thank you.
Glad you. Have you checked out a NextWork project yet?
I have. So actually, it came from this only. So I was looking at some of the infra activities, found a YouTube video, and I think that was my source of like, that's how I found the Discord channel.
Ah,
And I
right.
wouldn't have stuck around. Yeah, I wouldn't have stuck around if I had not had these community sessions because this makes it a little bit personal. Like, because of these, I know that okay, there are people behind this channel. It's not just like it. It's a distinguish this channel from all of the rest of the channels that I have access to.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there are definitely people behind this app and product and the channel. And we'd love for you to meet the team actually. So maybe at some point, I'm thinking next week, I'll do like a meet the team session. You can talk to the founder, the engineers, the Maximus, who's always on YouTube and Instagram, Natasha, who's the one who launches all the projects, and yeah, it'll be really cool. Do you know that this week we've got a new project coming up? Hold on, let me check. This is like, this is, yeah, we've got a new project coming up. So this is intense. It gets hardcore. You can also check our Discord events for more details on the project. And yeah, I highly recommend starting out with the AI Workspace series, which I'm doing this week. So if you check out the events in the Discord community, uh, the AI workspace, it's like a interactive build lab. I'll be there, there'll be others. We're all going to work on the same project together so that if we run into any errors, we can all help each other. Think of it as an opportunity to be accountable. You've got a group of people who are working on the same thing, but at their own pace. So one person might be at step one, the other person might be at step three, and we just give and take as we go. And it'll be really interesting to see how it happens. And I'm really excited. So it's starting in about 2 hours from now. So I think most of you might be asleep by then. But for the India early birds, it's at 6 a.m., I think. Yeah. And maybe
That's interesting.
if it's useful, I can do more of those at a different time. But there's something to say about learning together, collaboratively as a community to work together. It's something special. I think India college environments definitely has nailed it in like the whole batch concept. You have like a whole batch of students who are going through all the courses together, and so your experience are very similar and very relatable. And you can talk about how terrible one teacher was or how hard the assignment was, or you can help each other learn together, cram for exams in the last minute together. Do you guys do that?
I mean, yeah, you had to either that, or you find someone who actually understands these concepts, sit with that guy for the last 2 nights, and then I think that is it. Uh,
But why is
because
it that we
you
always
can't. Sorry.
No, I was going to ask, do we always wait at the last minute for this to ask for questions and clarification?
No, it's not like that. So what? I mean, from my experience, what my college life was like, I would go to classes, but then most of the time, when everybody else is like studying for the subjects, me and my friends were usually building some sort of project which is not related at all. So like we had no IoT class, but we were like tinkering and building IoT sensors. We had no server management class. I built a lot of server management active directory related projects. So even though we were not studying, but we were always busy building building something with the friends, and then that doesn't really help you with the exams. So you have to set aside some time to actually prepare for them.
That's so
But then
interesting. Right. If you're doing
yeah,
engineering, it's very important to do projects outside of classes, right?
yeah,
And the
and
people who,
I have realized that because of the projects that I did, I have all of the insights and all of the skill or talent or whatever, however you want to label it, that actually helps me build systems and projects. It was not really the lectures that I did, definitely not. So building things with other people is also like quite a lot of fun because you can't do it alone all the time, right? You need some people to help you with it. Uh,
yeah, for sure. I think it is projects are really useful to build hands-on experience. You learn by building things, and you learn by breaking things, and you learn by fixing things. And I think college tries to emulate that with labs, but
mm,
I it can be done better.
yeah, they try, uh, but one on one, I would say you can't push people into it. People who want to do it, they will do it. Uh, because in my college, we demanded for a lab. We created that lab. Yeah, we were like, we need this. Please create this. And even without that, we just started. We just said, "Sir, can we have that classroom from this hour to this hour?" And then all of our friends would just go there, bring in all of our sensors and everything, and then just like build things there. And slowly, we were the initial batch that actually started this lab concept.
Mm,
I mean, yeah, you can push people to do it, but then people who want to do it, they'll find some way, some path to actually make it a reality.
that's absolutely right. If there's a will, there's a way. And the ones who really are passionate about it, about their subject, about their degree, do learn in a way that is very self-motivated. Yeah, you're right. And even now, like with AWS, for example, people do the certifications, they prepare for the exams, and then they ask, now how do I actually build things on cloud?
What
So
really?
yeah, because certifications is just an exam, right? You just have to understand the theoretical pieces, and then you do the exam and you'll pass it. You don't need hands-on experience to pass an exam. So we do find a lot of folks coming into the community, starting NextWork projects, saying, "Oh, I have a certification, but I really want to learn how to use AWS." And yeah, and the projects are extremely useful for those cases because you actually get hands-on experience with building things, and then you run into errors, and you really understand when you run into errors why that error is happening, how do I fix it, where do I look for the errors, what do I need to do to troubleshoot it, how do I identify where the problem is, and then you really really learn, right? I mean, you know from experience that you need hands-on experience to actually learn. And
Yeah.
it's tough, which is
Um,
it's kind of why companies ask for job experience, but college students don't necessarily have job experience, and so there's a catch 22 there.
I think so. I think hiring has changed quite a lot in past at least 5 years, 6, 7 years. When I got my first job, hiring has changed quite like it has radically changed. So what people used to look for, that has definitely changed. And then
Yeah,
talking about AWS, right? Uh, I think when you actually have the accountability of what you're building, then it gets real. Because then you actually have to understand, you actually have to worry about, like, let's say VPC or subnets, like very small concepts, right? Like beginner level concept that you need to know. If you're just doing certification, I think you can get by with some theoretical knowledge. But then when you actually have it, and I ask you that, okay, does it work? If it doesn't work, if I can penetrate your system, that means it doesn't work, right? So when you actually
yeah,
have accountability, that is when you learn. That is when you will be actually interested to know
yeah,
what the details are. Because if you don't know, like things, you're gonna mess things up.
yeah,
So in practicality, is like only doing practical projects on
yeah.
projects, or you can say businesses, or you can just say products. Building that right away, or building that by yourself and being accountable for everything that you're building, that is when people learn. That is when you learn what you need, why you need, can you do it cheaper, why do you need like this service versus that service. So
Absolutely. I also want to ask Sheikh if she has anything to add. As a final year BTech student, it must be similar to, like it must, yeah, the hustle of doing projects while studying, doing all the coursework, the assignments, preparing for the exams, and then going above and beyond and doing all these projects. How do you stay constantly up to date?
Yeah, ma'am. As everyone said, projects are really important apart from theory, and I understand it the hard way.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I'm already late.
You think you're late? You're still in university and you're in final year. Why do you think you're late?
Because all of my friends already are working on better projects.
Mm. What,
Peer
how do you
pressure.
define better projects? What do you feel where do you feel you're at and where do you feel your friends are at?
I don't know. I'm not. I don't think I am starting yet. I have not started yet.
Okay. Okay. It's always better late than never. I think you don't have to worry about the fact that you're late. I think you're still in university and you're just getting started, so it's totally fine. A lot of people don't even realize how to or realize that it's important to get hands-on project experience until after they graduate. And I think there are like everyone's journey looks different, so I would never say that you're late. Don't worry about that. But if you're interested in doing projects, it is a great time to start. Just start. Just do it. Don't overthink it. You don't have to question about, I don't know where to start. I don't know if I'm too late. I don't know if I'm behind. Pick something that interests you. What does interest you?
Oh, AI, ML, ML
Okay.
models actually.
Can I ask if you're interested in like the research aspect of it, or are you interested in building things with AI, or are you interested in enhancing existing models? What are you thinking?
Enhancing.
Ah. Okay. And where do you think you are at now?
I am already researching about the medical models and used in medical fields, genetic engineering, something like that.
Wow, that's awesome. I don't think you're behind at all. That sounds really uh, focused and clear. Like you know what path you want to be in.
Yeah.
But the
And can I
project,
just,
Yeah, Dheeraj, you had something to say?
yeah, yeah, can I just add, like, pitch in and say this? Uh,
Yeah.
I've been out of college. I mean, I've graduated in 2018. I've been out of college since past 7 years, right?
Okay.
And let me tell you this: you are not late. Nobody is late. The moment you decide you want to do it, that is when you arrive. Okay. So uh, let's just keep that in mind and just continue. Just start working. Right? And maybe I want to quote Nike here, but I would say just do it.
Just do it. Yeah.
Nobody is late. Yeah, just no, you're not late. Pick whatever you like, and I would emphasize on that take some time to actually try everything, figure out what you actually like. Because if you work on a project that you don't really like, you might end up uh, spending a lot of time that you don't really want to, right? And you might in the future realize, okay, maybe I should have thought about it before. So it's completely okay. You're in fourth year. This is the time. You're not late. This is the time when you figure out what you want to work on, what you don't want to work on. Maybe spend 6 months to experiment and do a lot of small projects, and then decide what actually interests you, because you will spend quite a bit of time, way more than the 4 years that you spent in a college, working in those particular domains, getting expertise in those particular industries, right? So, yeah, you're not late. Uh, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And if you, and I would say the only thing that you can do right now, if you want to make yourself feel better in a way, is just start. Do something, release something, get a small website domain, just release anything, share it with people, and find a community of people who are very similar to you, like who are also building alongside you, even though they are not building the same thing. Like, I mean, instead of finding, this is exactly the kind of community, right? So I would say you're in the right place. Um, yeah, I think that sums it up. Yeah, I just want to share that.
Well said, Dheeraj. Extremely well said. I couldn't have been more clear. I think I like what Dheeraj said about like start projects, do projects, release it, put it out, talk about it. I think there's a lot of value in doing that. So I'm just going to send you some links that you might find useful. It's really important not just to build skills, but also to showcase your skills, like talk about it. And the more you talk about what you're doing and what you're working on, the more you learn to articulate what you've learned. And that communication piece is huge. I'm sure Dheeraj knows from his own experience of like having to communicate his ideas, his technical ideas to people who may or may not have technical background, and he has to win them over and wow them with his communication. So I think being able to showcase your skills is a huge skill in itself. And it can look like in verbal format and it can look like in written format. And how you present your portfolio and your GitHub and your LinkedIn and your resume, all these are ways of like enhancing your professional technical brand. And you start somewhere. You start with a project and then you just work on it. I know a lot of people at NextWork ask, which projects do I put on my portfolio? Which ones are really good and which ones are not so good? How do I do this? There's so many projects that I've completed. I don't really know. And the thing is, you start with the basics. You have a simple project like this one, for example. This is hosting a website on Amazon using an S3 bucket. It's introduction to cloud computing. You have a static website, you put it on cloud, and by the end of this project, you have something to show. And you also get a documentation that says, oh, this is what I did, these are the steps I took, and you can put it on LinkedIn, you can share it and showcase it. It's an easy project. Maybe after 1 or 2 years, you'll be doing more advanced projects. And at that point, you might look at this project and say, oh, that's very basic. I know so much more now. So let me not put this project in my resume anymore because I have other projects that talk about how I've used an S3 bucket and then some. And I think the key is you just start somewhere and you build on it, and then you will grow and learn. And the more you talk about what you're doing, the more confidence you'll have, and the more you're inviting people to ask you questions, and the more you think about, oh, this is something else I need to do, and this is what I need to I'm weak on, and I need to learn on this, and you just be open minded to all the growing opportunities that you have.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
It's really nice of you to share that what you're feeling, because I don't think you're alone in feeling that way. A lot of people, even much past college, people will think that, oh, I'm behind. I'm in my 30s and I don't know this and I'm behind. I am doing this, and there are all these AI tools. Everybody is using this model and that model, and they are using this tool and that tool, and I don't know where to get started. I'm behind. And I think it's a feeling that we all experience at some point in our lives. And so the fact that you shared it with us made it so relatable to everyone who's listening. And I think sometimes we already know the answer to our own questions. I'm sure you already knew it too in some way, that I just need to start. I just need to start somewhere. But it always helps to hear it from someone else and remember and remind ourselves that you just got to start. Thanks for sharing that with us, Sheikh.
Thank you, ma'am.
I see that we've got a couple more people on the call. We've got Daf, who's back, maybe after reaching the campus. There's Derek. Hello, hello. And we've got D Real Tony. Where are you guys joining from? Anyone else from India? Because we have Sheikh and Dheeraj, aka North Zorko, who is joining from India. So it's like 3 a.m. over there. I think Daf is joining from. Oh, the real Tony says he's joining from Nigeria. Let me look at the time in Nigeria. Is 11:44 p.m. Okay, so late, but still Sunday night, technically, not Monday morning. Derek is from Texas. Is this the same Derek? I think it is. Yay, Derek! Oh my goodness, I'm going to invite you on the stage. It's been a while since we spoke. Just a quick for context to everyone. Derek is a phenomenal person. He was in the Marines. He
Army.
was. Hi, Derek.
Sorry, I was in the Army, not the Marines. Sorry about that.
Sorry, Army, not the Marines. He was in the U.S. Army. He was in. He was a SOC analyst, and he was keen to move into cloud. He did a lot of NextWork projects, and he recently started a new role as a cloud engineer. Did I get everything right?
Yeah, that's correct. That's about everything.
Okay, I just need to remember it was Army and not Marines.
That's correct.
I don't know why I somehow thought it was Marines. I don't know why. And he is a what? Hold on. It's the Thai boxing
Muay Thai.
sport. Muay Thai. He's a Muay Thai enthusiast.
That is correct.
So good to have you here, Derek. We haven't spoken since you started the job.
Yeah, I've been a little bit busy. As a part of the requirements for my job, I have to get another certification. So I've been working on getting the CCSP exam, and it's a lot of material to go through. So I've been chugging through that as best as I can. And also like with with the current job I have, I'll be
Yeah.
a Azure cloud engineer. So it's a new platform, not AWS. Actually, I posted. I'm not very good with whatchamacallit, Discord. I put it in
Yeah.
feature ideas. I put Azure project.
Nice.
Um, kind of something like to like I don't know, maybe something in the future, but basically you can have like a 90% accurate mimic of the Azure environment called Azure Write, where you can practice
Okay.
like using SEP in IAC.
Okay. Let me look it up. Hold on. Azure, right?
Azure
How
Write,
do you
yes. Let
like
me put it in
this?
the chat. Quick. Ones.
Ooh, emulator. Cool. Question for you, Derek. Since you're very comfortable with AWS and you understand the cloud computing foundations and theoretical concepts through the projects, do you find it relatable and transferable across the platform? And
I
is it just,
do.
yeah,
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad.
uh, is it just about like knowing how to use the console, getting familiar with the platform, or is it like a significant difference from AWS to Azure?
Um, I haven't had very much experience with it, um, due to the whole shutdown over here in my country. A lot of like my in processing has been kind of put on hold. Um, but I'm still getting paid, praise God. But it just so I've been kind of just doing my own thing as far as in like research and getting more familiar with Azure. But as far as like on platform usage with the job, I'm not too familiar with it. But a lot of terminology is the same, it's different wording. That's what I basically come across with.
Okay, so it is transferable.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Is the company or the role, is there any expectation for an Azure certification?
Um, Not now. I might want to do that just to, I don't know, marketability will be a good thing. Just not being like so one platform specific for my own purpose. But right now, they're just kind of asking me to get another certification for like, I guess over here it's called 8570, which is for like DoD companies. That standard you have to meet to keep a job. You have to meet that requirement. So that's what I'm kind of looking at right now.
Nice. Very cool. Thanks for sharing. I just want to ask Sheikh or Dheeraj or anyone else on the call if they have any questions for Derek. Daf in the chat says, "Whoa, I also want to learn Muay Thai."
It's
Do
fun.
you still
Definitely get into it.
do you still practice?
Currently, no. I just kind of shifted more my focus to weightlifting lately. So I've been doing a lot
Ooh,
of deadlift, squats, and everything that's heavy.
nice. What does that look like for you? How many hours? Because weightlifting is slow. Like you take one and then you let go and then you need to recover. That's what I feel.
Um, Basically, yeah. I mean, that was probably the biggest shift for me because when I was learning Muay Thai, I was like, all right, minute break. Then after that, you go back at it. After you do your set, it's like, all right, yeah, take like a 3 4 minute break. I'm like, what? Okay, I guess. Yeah. So
Nice. We have another question for you, Derek. Looks like you're on the spotlight today. What does your day-to-day look like, Derek, in your role?
recently, because I haven't been completely onboarded yet because of the shutdown that just got finished in my country. Mostly, I've been just studying for the certification and just like trying to learn as much as I can about the Azure platform. So that's mostly what my day looks like.
Completing Azure what?
Mostly just studying for the certification that I need for my job, and also like doing my own research to get familiar with the Azure platform.
Cool. And that is something that you're doing out of your own interest, right? It wasn't even imposed on you or asked of you.
The cert I need it for my job, but the Azure thing, that's just kind of me just trying to get myself up to speed.
Yeah. I really like that, Derek. I like that you're always like looking for, looking to learn and happy to learn. You get excited by it. I mean, I might be assuming, but I hear it in your voice, whenever you're working on something. It's just like, oh, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing.
I mean, for the most part, yeah. I mean, because I used to work 12s and there's but so much YouTube you can watch. Or like, all right, I watched enough brain rot. Let me actually do something with myself. So
Mm,
that's kind of how I approach it for the most part. Like, all right, that's cool. I can watch that later, but let's do this right now.
mm, that's fair. Yeah, it's very easy to get lost in watching videos.
Yes, it
Whether you're
is.
on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, it's so like everybody has nailed it. They know how to hook, they know how to capture our attention, and then like and to the point where we are so used to like if you don't get my attention, I'm just scrolling.
Right.
And yeah, and everyone's just getting better and better at it.
Yes, they are. Good old clickbait.
Yeah, I was able, like I was following this music channel um where it's an artist who's just singing bits, and he was saying like how important even to just sing a song and to present his little piece of music, he needs to make sure that the first part or the tag or whatever line like captivates the audience, because otherwise it won't but nobody will stay and watch.
Yeah, yeah. Gotta hook them in first.
Yeah. And yeah, I hear about it from Maximus too. Whenever I'm trying to create something, he's like, "Oh, where's your hook? You need a good hook." So yeah. Daph says main reason why I deleted TikTok and got to learning architecture with NextWork videos and Thumb code instead.
Never heard of thumb
Oh,
code.
I don't know. Is it a typo? Let me just look it up. Thumb code. No, it must be a typo. Let me see. Main reason why I deleted TikTok and got to learning architecture with NextWork were videos and code instead. Tom Code is a Facebook page. Oh, I see. I didn't
Hmm.
know that. Oh, let's see. Is this it? It's a tech content educator. Whoa, interesting. See, you learn something every time. Nice. Thumb code. So you deleted TikTok and got to learning architecture with NextWork and Thumb code, but it was the videos that got you to NextWork and Thumb code too. It's like you have access to power, and you got to use it responsibly. You know,
Yeah.
you get access to videos and you learn stuff and you're connecting with people around the world. And then you also need to be like, okay, that's it. I need to do stuff now. Appreciate that. And both of you are good examples of that. You watch the videos, you find it, you find something that works, and then you just do it. Systems architecture, just some facts in the industry, like what NextWork videos do as well. Cool. How do you guys learn systems design? I get this question a lot, and I feel that to learn systems design, it's like you gotta learn how to. It's like if somebody asked me, how do I learn systems design? Is there a project to learn systems design? I think of it as like somebody asking, how do I write a book? Teach me how to write a book. And um, to that, I would say, you need to know your alphabets. You need to start by writing small poems, read a lot, start reading, like advancing your alphabets to writing sentences and being more fluent in the way you write. And then you can worry about, and then you keep reading books, and then you get ideas, and then you have an idea of what kind of book you want to write and what you want to cover. And I often feel that it's something that you accumulate or you learn with practice over time. And the more projects you do, and the more you learn from other projects around, you get inspirations from other projects, from doing projects, from learning the wrong way of designing things, and being like, okay, this is how I want to design my system. But what do you think? I mean, there's always like a textbook way of learning design, but what is a hands-on way of learning systems design? Do you guys have ideas?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Um, I think the book analogy is pretty good. But I think to add with the book analogy, I think hmm, the why matters too. That makes
Mm,
sense. Um, like I could study system design, but try to make it personal, so I actually dive into it.
mm. How do you dive into it?
Um, if I were to write a book, for example, I'll make it based on something important to me. So if I'm making a system design, something I could use.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's like when you're learning something, to be able to connect it to the real world and think about, okay, this is something that's interesting to me. I would like to create like a platform similar to TikTok. How would I do it with this with whatever I'm learning now? Did I get that right?
Yeah,
Kind of?
yeah, kind of. Like for instance, I've been kicking around the idea of cuz I bought a Raspberry Pi and I'm like, all right, now what do I do with this thing? Um and now like with this I don't know if you heard about the whole Claude AI got involved in some kind of like breach or some kind of cyber event recently. So now I'm kind of looking at
Oh,
it from the point of, okay, I do want to still use AI to help me with my project, but can I put it in an isolated environment? So now I'm kind of like, all right, maybe I'll use my Raspberry Pi and load like a smaller AI instance on my Raspberry Pi, something like that, where it's important to me
yeah.
and like I don't want my data out there, so I want to have it on this isolated thing,
Mm,
maybe something like that.
right. Is this what you're referring to, Derek?
Yes.
Man. Yeah, cybersecurity is important. Yeah, okay, that's fair. I get that. And wow, Raspberry Pi is awesome. It's exciting. It's powerful.
Yeah, there's a lot of like implementations to it. You can get lost in like, what can I do with this thing? So it can get really hectic if you're not like focused on what you want to do with it.
Yeah. How comfortable are you with Python?
Um, I had to learn Python when I got my master's degree years ago. It was a struggle, definitely a struggle. Yeah, yeah, a lot of long nights. Didn't like
Yeah.
that. But
Okay.
I If I looked at it, I'm not a wizard, but I can somewhat get around. Like, okay, this is a loop. Okay, what's this loop telling me, and more or less that. But if you're asking me to build something, I'm like, yeah, find somebody else. No, not me.
Mm. Ooh, very good conversations happening in the chat. Let's see.
I don't
Dav
know.
says, oh,
That sounds like a good idea, though.
which one?
What Don's saying.
Can you use Raspberry Pi as an alternate for EC2 instance in AWS?
Hmm.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't see why not. Why might it be useful is if you've got IoT projects. But yeah, I think that's, I'm sure it's been done. Maybe we should look it up. Why do you ask? Dawn, are you working on something similar with Raspberry Pi and using EC2 instance on Raspberry Pi? Let's see, Daph says, totally agree. Even college for me is just 30% of current skill. It basically introduced stuff for me, but most of the learning came from the internet. Learn by doing.
Yep.
Daph asks, my answer to Mai's question, I think this is about systems design. Knowing and understanding what you can do with what you have is a big thing. I think it's a matter of exploring more, like with my project currently. Oh, yeah. I learned like 50% of what I know about it along the way. But mainly, I learned by knowing examples on how people can exploit systems such as brute force attacks. You can take measures and logics to prevent it. Yep, yep. I think that's well said, Daph. And Daph is a master's student, and she's working on a hydroponics really cool design. I think she's put it in the general chit chat. Let me see if I can find it so that I can link it. But as a researcher, you definitely need to know what has been done and then build on it so that it's unique in some way. And so part of learning is looking at what others have done and learning on your own. So I appreciate that, you should know what others are doing and then just keep learning and keep trying things and see what others have done and how to add to it. So yeah, that's a good point. And even with today AI, so much is new that it's very normal to learn as you go. Especially if you're working on AI models and you're interested in the research side of things, being okay with not knowing things is really important. There is an article called The Art of Stupidity. Have you heard of it? Let me see. Stupidity. Is it this? Is it the power of stupidity? No, it's a paper. It's a Stanford paper. Hold on. Stanford paper. The importance of stupidity. Have you guys seen this?
I have not.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. I really like this article, and every time I feel like that imposter syndrome, or I feel like I don't know enough, or I feel like I don't know, I always remember that that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just you got to be very comfortable saying I don't know, but I want to find out. Let's see. Dawn says not yet, but I'm planning to learn AWS after the network basics. Very nice. and use AWS on my personal project I'm working. It's just an idea since Derek mentioned the Raspberry Pi. Yeah, I can see it being very doable if you've got multiple like hardware embedded systems like Internet of Things, and you want that kind of communication between the devices. So I can see why that would work and might be useful. I haven't done it myself. Very cool. It's great conversations, guys. I always learn so much from you. And I really enjoy when you all come in and join the conversation and engage. I appreciate that this community is a place where we are enthusiasts. We're enthusiasts about tech and AI, cybersecurity, learning how to do things, and we just celebrate learning. I love the questions you ask, and I love learning from all of you as you contribute to those questions. Um, I just want to ask anyone who's out there if they have any other questions that they want answered, any project suggestions you're looking for, anything for anybody who has talked about what all did we talk about today? We talked about entrepreneurs and Dheeraj's really cool work, but I think he dropped off. Oh, no, he's here. He's here. Um, any questions for Dheeraj? Any question for Sheikh or Derek? Or even Daf, DeReal, Tony, or Don? Any other last questions? Can we get Azure projects? Actually, Tony, my suggestion is, and this is a bit of a challenge, let me know what you think. Take a NextWork AWS project and try to do the same thing on Azure. Like challenge yourself and use the documentation as a way of guiding it. See if it's useful, and I would love to know your experience. To be very honest, we are trying to move away from cloud and more into AI. NextWork is, I don't know if you know this, I'm just going to share my screen. One last bit to leave you all with a note. The goal at NextWork and our mission, like why such a small team works so hard for this project, for this company, is because of the mission. And we want learning to be really accessible. We want someone to be able to learn the skills it takes to be a doctor, learn the skills it takes to be an environmentalist who is responding to global warming. We want to meet the skill demand of the world's toughest problems. And we're starting with tech because tech is easy to learn online, and it is a niche that is very high in demand right now. And we want to understand what are the skills that people are looking for that is in high demand, and how can we contribute to help in making that learning much more easier and accessible to everyone out there. And AI is so new, it's not taught in universities. The new tools and models that are constantly being released aren't taught in universities because it's coming at such a rapid pace that we as users are struggling to keep up, let alone college universities and college curriculums or school education systems, which require at least like 2 to 4 years for curriculum design to get updated. So it's a tough problem to have, and we want to constantly meet the skill demand. And AI is such a new skill tool that really needs people to tap into. If you can unlock how an AI tool can help you be more efficient in your work, to be more effective at work, at whatever job you're doing. If you, as a designer, as a web designer, can suddenly use AI tools to build prototypes that is now so much accessible to developers or other entrepreneurs or other people in the team, it becomes an unlock, and it's a skill that we should tap into. So we're moving more towards AI, and the next project you can expect is let me see if it's here. Let's see. It is this one, MCP and data engineering. Whoa, it is epic. I'm so excited about this project. Natasha will be doing a live tomorrow. So stay tuned, and I highly recommend doing the AI workspace series if you haven't already. So just so that you know, AI workspace series is right over here. I'm going to send the link. Also check the Discord events. We've put everything in there. Do these projects, it'll give you a good foundation to the new project that is getting released tomorrow, and highly recommend it. Yay, can't wait, says Tony, woohoo. Putting the link here for anybody who wants to join. So I'm doing a whole series of the workspace series, which is right here. I've put in the link. Today is Monday in New Zealand. For some of you, it's Monday morning. For some of you, it's Sunday evening. Regardless, I'm doing it today, day after, and then the day after, day after. So it's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if it's Sunday for you, it's Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and we'll be knocking out each of these projects. So good time to follow along. But if the timing isn't convenient for you, that's okay. Do it at your own time. But know that there's a whole community doing this project along with you. So if you run into errors or you're stuck somewhere, ask, ask, ask. Use the ask feature over here. Ask all the questions. Try to really understand things like, oh, what is npm run dev? What is this for? Use it for a quiz. Use it to understand the theoretical pieces of your practical knowledge that you'll be gaining. And ask the ask feature, ask us, ask the community, ask me. Just be curious, be very comfortable saying, I don't know and I need help. Be very comfortable saying, I'm okay, not knowing, but I'm going to find out. And let's learn together. Super, super excited. Daph, I love your comment. Thank you so much. I'm blushing over here. Out of topic, but I appreciate how Maya remembers people in the community. It makes me feel included when you mention something I said, which doesn't happen quite often. Thank you so much, Daph. I really appreciate that. You guys are so awesome. It is hard not to remember. Your project, when you put it out there, it is so cool. I love it when you guys share. So keep sharing things about you, about the projects you're working on. I get very excited when you share, and I get to learn from you. So, and the whole community learns from each other. So thanks so much for being here. If there's any other question, do not hesitate to ask. Know that the Ask Anything channel is always responded to. There are no questions that are too small or too big. If there's something I don't know, I will try to find people who know it. And yeah, thank you all for joining. If you can, I really hope that you can join the next event, which is in about an hour. Let me put it in this chat here. But let's do the project together if you're keen. If it doesn't work for your time, no worries. Do the project and ask it. Let me know when you're done. Put the documentation in celebrations. If you're stuck somewhere, ask the community, and I'm just excited to learn with you. Take care, everyone. Thank you all for joining me on the stage. Sheikh, it was so lovely to hear you and hear your voice. And it's always a pleasure to talk to you and see the updates of your startup life. And Derek, you've been with NextWork for so long that it is such a privilege that we're still part of your journey. Thank you for being here. And on that note, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and have a great rest of the day. Take care. Bye.